It is time to ring in the new year, and why not do it in a healthy way? We are making Hoppin John today, the healthiest way and the fastest, easiest way you have ever seen. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Let's do this thing. Hoppin John is a traditional New Year's dish. Don't know where it came from, and I'm not really sure I care. But I do know this. I love Hoppin John. I love black-eyed peas. I think they're so tasty, and what's better than doing it in the Instant Pot? It can easily be no chop. I'm chopping one thing in this recipe, but everything is put it in your Instant Pot. You can do it on the stove too if you don't have an Instant Pot. Turn it on and boom, ring in January with delicious food and healthy food that will nourish your body and keep you going. Let's jump into this super simple recipe and we'll talk about how to get healthy in the new year along the way. How about it? There's one thing you have definitely come to know and love from Well Your World, and that is that sticking to a healthy diet is all about making it fast and easy. If it's a chore, you're just not going to do it. So we need to make really fast, easy recipes. I love focusing on fast, easy recipes, especially in January, because I want to make this easy. I want you to get into a groove. We threw in a cup of brown rice, and now I'm throwing in a couple cups worth of dried black-eyed peas. That's right, I didn't even soak them.
Still, I really want to break the stigma that eating healthy is hard.
Eating healthy does not have to be hard. You do not have to get meal planners and a million different recipes to try all the time. Pick a few simple recipes, try it out, do them on repeat. Learn again what foods you love without all of the added junk in them. If you're coming to this brand new, then you might not know exactly the real flavors of food. This is a really great way to do that, to figure out, do I love these foods? Do I love those foods? And then eat the ones that you actually love. We're throwing in a couple cans of diced tomatoes. Try to get no salt added. We try to make all of our recipes here at Well Your World without any animal product or concentrated stuff or salt and oil and sugar. We try to reduce that as much as possible. Gets us back to a natural, healthy palate. No salt added tomatoes is the way to do that because they put a lot of added salt in canned tomatoes and canned beans. Let's throw in 2 cans. And by the way, this recipe is down below in the description box. Click a link and it'll take you to our blog where we've got this recipe for you, so you don't have to take notes during the video. Speaking of avoiding salt, we're throwing in an item that does have added salt. Not that much, but we're gonna throw in a can of these Hatch green chilies. Yes, there is some salt in that, but at least it's a lot less than what would be in a can of tomatoes. We try to minimize salt as much as possible. This is optional. You don't have to put it in if you're trying to avoid the added salt altogether. The reason I like to avoid the salt is because A, it raises your blood pressure, and then you have to be on blood pressure meds for the rest of your life, and B, it makes you overeat certain things. Now, this is a meal that you can definitely overeat and not get into any trouble. There are other foods where adding salt to them will make you eat way too much food. So it's up to you. If adding a little bit of something salty to a healthy meal keeps you eating it and loving it, then by all means, add a little salt and check your blood pressure once in a while and make sure that you're staying healthy. You know what I mean?
You know what else I'm leaving behind in 2024?
What are you leaving behind, Reeves?
Complicated recipes.
Didn't you kind of leave that behind a long time ago?
Yeah, but even for the holidays, like for Christmas, for example, we just did build your own pizzas.
And what a dream it was. We just did a nice big family brunch at Christmas, and then by the time dinner rolls around, you're still full. So just make a fast, quick, little easy pizza, right? Next up, some cheddar garlic. You can get this almost anywhere. We love to buy it at Costco, though this was a different jar. Throw in a couple tablespoons, okay? I admit it's less strong compared to fresh garlic, but it's a whole lot faster. Then we're gonna throw in some paprika. Sweet, smoky, it doesn't matter. Whichever one you like, have fun with it. How about some crushed red pepper? I'll just throw in a little. The kids are gonna eat this tonight, so I'm not gonna overdo it. If it was just me, I'd throw in a couple teaspoons of this stuff because I love a little fire. Here we go with a couple teaspoons of ground cumin going in. Yum, yum, one of my favorites. How about a little granulated onion powder, whatever you wanna call it. Let's throw in a couple teaspoons of that. We got that oregano, yum, yum. And 2 teaspoons of thyme. Like I said, you're gonna find out if you like these flavors today. There's a lot of different herbs going in here, so now you can figure it out for yourself. Hey, do I like that flavor? The only way you're gonna know is by trying, am I right? Let's pull something out of the freezer. Again, this is no chop. I'm trying to make it so easy for you that there's just no excuse not to make it. You could throw in a little 10, 12 ounce bag of peppers and onions sliced up, or you could dig into the monster bag. Let's get it going.
That's a big deal.
It's a big deal. Looks like you saved us some money today. Just the equivalent of a bag or so is gonna be a few Dylan-sized handfuls, you know? That's about a bag. This is a 4 bag. This is a 48 ounce. I think I used a little too much, but that's okay. Nothing in our recipes is very exacting. You can wing it and just play with our recipes as a guide. Change up the herbs and spices. If you don't like thyme, throw in something else. Do something you do like. You're still gonna have all the Hoppin John vibes. Last thing we're gonna throw in is some veggie stock, or water is fine too. I have this handy dandy Well Your World veggie broth mix, so I'm gonna do 3 cups worth. And it's about a teaspoon per cup. You can buy this on the Well Your World website, but you don't have to. You can use any veggie stock you want. But this is gonna be...
That's the tastiest and the cheapest.
It sure is. So we're gonna throw in 3 teaspoons because it's a teaspoon per cup. I promise you, you will love this product if you try it, and it's way cheaper than buying veggie broth at the store, by the way. A hack I love is using already boiling water. My stove heats water faster than my Instant Pot, so I like to get a kettle going. As soon as I decide, hey, I'm gonna make something in the Instant Pot, I'll just get the kettle turned on, and then I'll start pulling things out, and already that saves me time. So take that as a kitchen hack.
This recipe is so easy, I think my 2-year-old son could do it.
He would love this recipe because all it is dump and stir. That kid is a real good dumper and stir. And that's all we're about to do now. Let's just stir it up. And we're gonna turn this thing on high pressure, 25 minutes, and we'll let it natural release. Now you may be wondering, where are the greens, bro? They're right here. Now you could throw in your greens like a frozen bag of spinach or something like that. You could throw it right in the Instant Pot. It's not gonna hurt anything. Since this is chard and collard greens, they wilt pretty well when you just add them to something hot. So I like to throw it in at the end. You can buy them pre-chopped in the grocery store too, so that you don't have to chop anything at all. But what I do with this is I'll just kind of pull off the biggest part of the stem. I don't go crazy and try to remove 100% of the stems because they're not so bad, but I'll just kind of yank. My yanking skills aren't so good right there. And then I'll just kind of clump this all up like that. Chop your greens any which way. I just like the greens to not be huge pieces that get all over your face when you're eating. I like a smaller chop of the greens. Throw them in here, and when we open up the Instant Pot, we'll stir these in and we'll be ready to eat. We have naturally released. The little thing fell. It took like 25 to 30 minutes. I definitely want to add a little more liquid. This is nice and dry and stewy, which is what I was going for, but I usually have a little bit of soupiness. So all I'm gonna do, just add a little more hot, it doesn't even have to be hot water, honestly, because this thing's so hot. Maybe a half a cup of additional liquid is all I want. Let's throw in those greens. This is a bunch of greens. I'm just going for it, okay? This is the New Year health dish, okay? Get those greens. And chard is nice and soft, just the way it is. It doesn't require a lot of cooking, so that's a good one to throw in. Spinach, likewise. Kale too, maybe you could cook it with the kale, or you could add it after. It just depends how you like your greens, and you gotta figure that out for yourself. But for chard like this is just perfect. All right, let's do it. Oh, this is gorgeous.
You're gonna put some syrupy on it?
I will throw just a little bit more spice on there. And I think I got a lemon here, so why not squeeze a little bit of lemon on there just to make it sing and dance for us. What do you say? Oh, that's magnificent. Dang, happy freaking New Year. This is good. Ribs, you gotta try this.
I can't wait to dig in. Whew. That was hot.
It's a bit hot, sorry about that.
This is such a starchy filling meal. I love all the flavors. How easy is this? I love this one.
You should be eating this all year round. Don't just save it for New Year's.
It's perfect for me.
It's very well rounded. It's got everything you need. You could just live off of this all year. The whole point of this recipe is to show you how fast and easy it can be to stick to a healthy diet. We want to see you succeed in 2025 and beyond. So get this recipe down below, and we've got lots of other free recipes on our YouTube channel. We'll see you on the next one. Thanks for watching. Bye.